right, browse. All right, so now what? By default, it will be located in the videos folder and the file name will start with replay. It doesn't. Top of OBS Studios, click Tools, then Scripts, then select Instant Replay. But I gotta find the file first. Hmm. You're talking about this here? Yeah, that's my I don't know if you saw my post earlier. That's my signed Mick Foley steel chair. My dad got it for me 20 years ago, which is bananas. But anyway, it's when Mick Foley wrote his book. He came around and was doing like, I don't even think he was doing like a book signing. I think he was just doing like a promotion for wrestling. And my dad meant to take my book that I read of his and get him to sign it, but he forgot. And so he like freaked out and grabbed the first thing he could find that would be appropriate and grabbed a steel chair. So yeah, it's a steel chair signed by Mick Foley. And I think that's like the perfect place. I'm going to hang it up so that it's not leaning against this chest here. But yeah, pulled it out of the closet today and I was like, yeah, I need to hang this up for sure. Autograph Mankind action figure. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I never read his second book. I read his first one and loved it. Like, I mean, it was bananas to read. But I never read his second one. I read his book and The Rock's book and Tony Hawk's book, I think. Like all within like a year of each other, I feel like. I think I still have it upstairs. Hi. What are you doing? Just messing around. Yeah. Looks like you're streaming. I mean, I am, but I'm not really doing it, not playing games or anything. Just hanging out. I'm trying to set up an instant replay camera and failing at it. The instructions are specific, but not doing what I thought they would. where I can find this replay buffer thing. Eddie's was great. Bischoff's sitting there for 20 years. Yeah, that's kind of a par for the course with Bischoff. Yeah, I never read his. I think that was the other one that I heard was really good. I know that there was several in that time period, like when he wrote his, and everybody's like, "Oh, I guess I can write a book too." Although I don't know if any of them are as good a writers that he is. I hesitate to say that I'd read a book about the Crippler. The fuck was his name? I totally blanked on his name now. The one that nobody talks about anymore. I would read a story about how his life arc went. Although I guess the end of it would be pretty sad. God, I really can't remember his name. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. All right, what does this button do? Yes, thank you. Mostly ghostwritten, if I recall. Sloppy, but lots of heart. Yeah. I feel like they're all sloppy. Mankind's definitely had heart for sure. That man. I had to tell my kids because they saw. Oh, he was. Mankind was on that. The Big Show or the Big Show, whatever it's called. And they were watching that, and Mankind, Rikishi of all people, and Mark Henry were on there, and they were talking about why his ear looked weird, and I was like, well, funny story. He had it ripped off in a wrestling match. What a jerk is line art book. Yeah, he's become a parody of himself, which is, I don't know, maybe the point, but yeah, I don't. That guy is less than favorable to, as you said, support him. I wouldn't want to do that either. Hi. Hold on. Shut up. It's my kid, man. All right. So I found the video. Select the replay buffer file. By default, it will be located in videos folder. File name will start with replay. Okay, well, I did that. I think. Nope. But won't that... Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. All right, what does this button do? That was weird. Yeah. I get it. Especially after the stories you told. That's got to be rough. I don't envy that, and I can't say that I know how that feels. For a myriad of reasons. top of OBS Studios, click Tools, then Scripts. Select Instant Replay. Tools, Scripts. Scripts. Select Instant Replay LUA. I don't see that anywhere. Huh. Maybe I have to add one. Hey, look, there it is. Instant. Okay, got it. From the media source drop-down menu, select the media source you just added to the scene. Okay. Replay. Got it. Then hit close. Done. If the media source is not appearing, click the refresh icon to the left. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, look, there it is. That guy. Okay. All right, what does this button do? Okay. So that worked. Okay, open up OBS Studio settings again. Find a hotkey for the instant replay. All right, this might have to bring up the other thing. How are you doing, by the way? Like I know you were having some like 12 root canals or something last time I talked to you. Hopefully you're T for better. What am I doing? Oh, it's Stream Deck. Right now, is that it? That's a source, right? Okay. Source. Clean. I bet I do need to do that as a single thing. Let's do this. Copy. We'll do. Oh boy. Nope. That. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. All right, what does this button do? Nope. Nope, that's not. Anyway, you know. Let's go back to this one. That guy. Hey, look, there it is again. I'm getting there. Right, what does this button do? Worse. Oh, they botched a root canal. Fuck. Steroids for headaches, which has no. Oh my god. My mother had. I want to say 2 root canals at the same time, and they both got whatever it is when root canals go bad, like dry socket or whatever. She was not happy with that for like a month. It was bad. Okay. All right. Let's go in here and remove that. and then add this scene back. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Look, there it is.
That guy. All right, what does this button do? Okay, so I'm not gonna be doing instant replays from the chat. So in all honesty, I need to go back over to this. Okay, well, no one else can see chat, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. Look, there it is again. There's my big dumb face. All right, what does this button do? Okay, so let's see. Try to close it from that window like an idiot. Does this work now? Nope. That guy, I know. That guy's a pain in my ass. What do you think of my new setup here? I had to change some stuff because I noticed that randomly that Will Smith had the exact same like setup that I did, and I was like, oh man, not that anybody's gonna really watch besides like 10 people that I know, but it's like I don't want people looking at this going like, oh, you got the same stuff Will Smith does. I wonder if that. Anyway, you know, no. Okay, so anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Lock that guy. Go back to this. Open that. There's my dumb face again. Goes away. Why'd they go away so quick? Nope, that doesn't do anything. Oh, it's not a source, it's a scene. I'm an idiot. Watch Will in ages, Pecan. I stumble on him every now and then. He's so deep into PUBG that it's like almost impenetrable just to watch because he's really good and the people that he plays with are really good, and it's like watching high level Call of Duty play. It's like, yeah, you're really good at this, and I can never A, be good as you are, or B, follow. So I just like, Will's playing PUBG. Okay. He was playing some other game the other day that I actually downloaded on my phone called Wavelength. That seemed interesting. I actually intended to play it when we went to the beach and then didn't because I'm lame. But it seemed interesting. Okay, let's see if this one works. Oh no, I don't want to go to that scene. Oh, that's not right. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That guy. All right. Oh God, this guy again. All right, let's go back to this. Simply press the hotkey combination you just chose. The last 10 seconds will play in the media source. You can now resize the source. Are you much of a BBC comedy person? Wait, I have to show it as a media source. Excessively playing iPad games, Ninja Turtles, Zombieland. Wait, the Ninja Turtles in Zombieland game? I'm downloaded all of Are You Being Served, and this is like the third time I've gone through this show. I just can't fucking, it's so good. Well, I know, I realize they're two different games, but I mean, like, I guess I wasn't, isn't the Zombieland one like just like what's the House of the Dead? Isn't it kind of like that? All right, so how do I play? I just want to play this video. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. This. That guy. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that guy. Oh, it does play sound. Oh, that's got to be annoying. Sorry. That's a clicker. Oh, it's a clicker. All right. I realize you said you've been playing it mostly obsessively, but is it good? Because you can play games obsessively and they're bad because you're terrible to yourself. I want to put this show on so that people can see it because it's so good. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna make this window real small. Stick it over here in the corner. I'm gonna turn this up just a little.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Oh, but if we could just borrow a couple of pairs of socks.
Mr. Humphries?
Yeah.
Mrs. Slocum wants to know if she can borrow a couple of pairs of socks to stuff in her bra.
There we go.
She's not going to talk to those workmen again, is she?
What's the stuff in the dummy?
One of those. Okay.
I was saving these to take home. I was going to use them tonight.
What were you going to do with a pair of falsies?
I wear them on my knees when I'm polishing the parking.
Such a good show.
Yes, we are looking for some sweaters.
I don't think you'll find them down there. This way, sir. Mr. Humphries?
Shit, why am I being so stupid about this? I can't figure this out.
Precious little in anything else.
Oh dear, I'm 38. Oh dear. Shall I get out the 38s that have been incorrectly marked 40?
What a good idea.
Excuse me. How dare you? Excuse me.
Oh, what pretty colours.
I like this.
Oh, yes, it's very you, sir, isn't it, Mr. Lucas?
Oh, yes, I can't imagine you in anything else, sir.
Why am I
Do you
not?
have a ladies' cardigan to match? Yes, we do. Just round the corner.
Why can't I figure this out?
Excuse me, darling.
Hurry back, darling.
I'm only going round the corner.
Well, be careful. You'll have to excuse us. We're on our honeymoon. Well, if it gets urgent, we've got a spare fitting room round the corner. This is the first time we've been out.
I watched this show.
I quite
I think
fancy
I've told
it.
this story before somewhere. I watched this show before Saturday Night Live would come on. It would come on at 11 o'clock on PBS. And
It's a bit
I
harsh,
just,
isn't it?
God, I watched it obsessively. Like, I watched this almost more than I watched SNL.
Cashmere. Very
This,
ideal for a
Keeping Up
romantic
Appearances,
honeymoon couple,
Faulty
sir.
Towers.
You're right.
There's another one that I can't remember the name of. I only watched a couple episodes of that. It's like Weird Family. I think maybe Young Ones was on there at some point. So good.
Are all all these sizes correct?
Oh, yes, sir. These 38s are even more 38s than those 38s.
Madly expensive.
Well, they're the last ones at this price, sir.
The snip at £20.
Look, it's the same colour. And it suits Madam beautifully. I can't imagine her in anything else.
Feel how smooth this is, darling.
So, do I need to do a multi-match? I don't want to switch scenes.
Far too expensive,
I
I'm
want to
afraid.
open a
Yes,
source.
we've got to fit our flat out. We've only fitted out one room so far.
The bedroom.
How did you guess?
I'm sorry.
It does make you look so handsome, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yes, makes you look practically young as well, sir.
And it's such a gay colour.
Oh, you've convinced me. I'll put one aside for myself.
But it's £20.
So's mine.
We can't afford both.
Oh, well, you could camp out in the bedroom for a year.
I think I'll leave this behind and I'll buy you the sweater out of my money. No, why use your own money? When you're married, they're supposed to fork out. This is supposed to be a birthday present for me. Oh, well, let him buy it himself.
Not
I must
quite
be
the same,
stupid
though,
because
is
I
it?
cannot
You
figure
keep
this out
out of
at
this.
all.
Shall I or shan't I? Should I or shouldn't I?
Is he or isn't he?
I don't know, but I think it'd help out if there was a rush.
I can't resist it.
Oh,
Or
darling.
Being a Red Dwarf. Yeah, I mean, I watched Being 2. I don't think I never
Before they start again.
I never got into Red Dwarf or Doctor Who. Like, I don't
never want
I
to
don't
work with men
know
again.
why. And I feel like there's so many episodes of those that it'd be so hard to go back and watch them. Like even Are You Being Served is like 10 seasons with like oddly enough a movie I didn't know about, but the last 2 or 3 seasons weren't any good. So once they got rid of
Very naughty.
like half the people, like it was hard to watch, and then they got rid of young Mr. Grace and replaced him with a different guy who was off like horribly in makeup to look like an old man. It was like, nah, I'm done. Like this core crew is all they ever needed.
Straight on, Mr. Granger.
Mr. Granger, when he left and they replaced him with the other guy, it was all right.
I'm sure that I had them on the counter.
You should have a spare pair. I can't think what's happened to them.
I have my suspicions.
Pass the sauce, Miss Brahms.
Oh, well done, Mr. Lucas.
And then they replaced
Much left.
Oh dear me.
They replaced Mr. Lucas at some point with somebody else. It was terrible. It was like,
Never mind.
oh
Pass me that
man,
full
this
bottle of
show's not as
extra.
what it used to be.
Is there any coming out? I can't see.
Oh, it's coming slowly.
Come on, we've got nearly another hour yet. Keep at it, Mr. Granger.
Oh, well. I like a lot of sauce.
Hello, hello. How's your happy little band tonight?
Well, we shall be
They
very
mash,
sorry when the
they-
ladies have gone.
The feeling is mutual.
It's a lumpy bit of tomato soup you got there, isn't it?
For a long time, I thought that was what's his name from Monty Python.
That's right, put me off. I think I'll go and get myself a coffee. I think I'll have a pudding.
Anyway,
That
why am I too stupid to figure this out?
Metaphorically speaking, you mean.
Mind you, I think all the women have got a bit uppity, since
Anyway,
Margaret
you know
left.
what I'm talking about.
I mean, I was out with this girl last night. I took her back to her place. We were just getting down to it when suddenly she slapped me wrist,
So-
told me I was out of order and I should leave the house.
No sense of humour.
Show.
I mean, look when you tickle Miss
Mitchell and
Brown
Webb.
up the leg.
Yeah, I've seen the name Mitchell and Webb,
Well,
but I've never watched it. I don't know anything about Peep Show. I mean, I know what a Peep Show is from the internet.
Sam, you don't think we're being a bit hard on them, do you?
Well, it's not their fault they can't cope. After all, they are women.
Do you think that we ought to offer an olive branch?
Well, perhaps just a twig.
You may be right.
After I've had this, I'm going out to get some fresh air.
Yes, it is very stuffy.
What,
in here.
what am I doing? Why am I not? If I can't figure this
Allow
out,
me, Mrs. Slocum.
does it need to be on?
Thank you.
Do you have 2 lumps, Mrs. Slocum?
This isn't some kind of joke, is it?
We're only trying to be friendly.
All right, then. 2 lumps.
Excuse fingers? There we are.
Oh, you forgot to get a spoon.
will you allow me?
Well, I knew they'd have to climb down eventually.
Well, thank you, Mr. Granger. Here's to a more happy working relationship.
I forget what was in his pocket. Oh man, Mrs. Slocum's hair always made me laugh.
Yeah, well, yeah, just about finished, Captain Peacock.
I should hope so too. Young Mr. Grace has come down specially for the
Alright,
undead.
maybe I just need to get rid of this.
Isaac, it's me.
Hey,
I'm
yes.
sorry about everything.
That's not what I'm doing yet. Just stop that.
Altman be praised.
Actually, sir,
Look, there it is again.
if you'd like to pull this,
Damn it.
all will be rebuilt, sir.
Let me help you, sir.
I will help.
All right, I'm not too weak to pull a rope, you know. So then gather round, everybody.
Alright, let's go back to this and that. Yep.
Now, it gives me great pleasure
Oh.
on behalf of the Grace Brothers
There it is.
to unveil the new ladies' department.
Well, that's a good start.
Okay.
Sir, I'll pull them aside if you'd like to try again. Go on, go on.
Okay. So
It gives me great pleasure on behalf of Grace
Well,
Brothers.
you don't need to go through all that again, so I just pull the sheets aside, Mr. Mann.
you've all done very well.
It's just the same.
It's all new wood.
Anyway, we've got our own counters back again. Oh, it was worse than being married.
Put it over and we're just men again. It didn't cost as much as I thought it would, so we're going to start on the men's department.
You don't mean that we've got to join them?
Well, it looks like it. If Mrs. Slocum doesn't mind.
Alright, so now I need to find an instant replay gift to put in my stream. Shh, can't have you on there. Shh, 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 shh. If I remember, I'll send you which one episode. Okay. Does my audio sound like it's echoing or it's doubled in any way? Like I feel like I can hear an echo, but when I listen to the recordings, like there is no echo. So I don't know if I'm going crazy. All right, let's find an instant replay. Instant replay GIF. Oh, that Simpson one seems good. What the hell's this? All right. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. Let's see if I can find a better one. What is this? That doesn't make any sense and might have to be the winner. Oh my god. Oh, is that one better? Come on. Haven't heard any, but you got quiet and have music going. Oh, sorry. Oh, Joe Theismann's leg. Look at it. Snap. That might have to be the winner. I don't see any better one on here. Oh, there's a Vince McMahon. What's he doing? Nope. That in no way screams instant replay to me. Yep, let's just use that Simpsons one. Yoink. Right, now we go over here. Yeah, I looked up because I haven't actually seen it before, and I was like, oh, you know what? I never saw what happened to Alex Smith's leg. I always heard it was bad. Let's suffer this, and went and watched it, and it was like, it's so gross. It's like the oh God, what was his name? The Sandman, when he snapped his leg in the ring. Just like dude jumping and just like a leg just flipping, flopping. It's like, so gross. Oh, it was so gross. Where is that? It's okay. Streamlabs. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was essentially Sid Vicious. Yes, that's right. It was his. It was the same thing, except instead of him being jumping on it, he just got like it caught but underneath of him and just snapped it. Ugh, so gross. Oh, so gross. I don't know why. My wife was like, "Why are you watching that?" I was like, "I don't know." Wanted to see it. I'm an idiot. Boo! These are all the wrong images. Where'd it go? Am I looking past it? Am I looking past it? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's not on my desktop anymore. Did I put it in the wrong folder? Because that'd be great if I did. Let's see where it went. Okay, it's not there. Oh, I guess I need to change that. All that porn, yeah. Yep. All that porn. GIF porn. Nope. Nope. I didn't just put it out here, did I? Fuck. What did I put it in? Oh, I opened the wrong folder. You want to talk about porn? Check this out. Look at all that porn. Yeah. That's some porn. It's like 10 gigs of box art. I don't even know why I still have it on here. So I'm an idiot probably, but I really don't know where that file went. I guess I could just, oh no, I closed it. I have no idea where that GIF went. It's definitely not in there. Like, I'm not going crazy. It's definitely not on this page. The fuck? Let's just drag it directly into the folder. Oh, it's a WebP. That's why. That's why I can't see it. I hate these files. But I still should be able to see it here, right? Oh no, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm a dummy. Oh yes, it's true. I'm a dummy. How about you? sure? No, Paint 3D is not how I open that. Let's open Paint. Paint.net. Open desktop, OBS. It's still not in there. What the? Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Open. Wait, what? Since when do you not able to open those files? Motherfucker. Microsoft Paint it is. Right? Because I can save that as a GIF, right? Yes. Hmm. Yes. It probably doesn't work now, right? Damn it. Back to the drawing board. Okay, maybe I do, because I like that one. Let's do Simpsons instant replay GIF. Oh yeah, here we go. It's weird that that came down as the wrong file though. See, that says GIF. Let's go in here, go in here. Save, yes, sure. Sure, put it there too, I guess. Yo, what's up, Kenny? What you doing, man? Shouldn't you be playing like a million review games or something? What am I doing? Oh, I got to go open this up again. Yeah, all right, that's the one I wanted. One more to do. Finish. Oh, you're finishing Yakuza? Nice. Core view to do for IGN and sleep. It's cool. How's the new systems shaking out for you? Which one you preferring currently? Okay. So now, okay, so how do I I need to do, I got the X, so I got a lot of PS5 school too. Yeah, that's like, I say I'm in no rush to get an X, but I really want one. I'll eventually get a PS5, but probably not. That'll be the second one. I won't get that till later. Can't go back to the one. Yeah, I bet. I mean, I've only, like, I haven't watched a whole lot about it. PS5 to play PS4 games. Well, that's what yeah, that and like Astros and maybe Demon Souls is like really all anybody's playing anyways. PS5 next time. Yeah. I don't know if it'll wait that, well, I might have to, but I'll wait longer on that one for sure. I want to see them iron out a whole bunch of their UI and UX stuff. It just seems like a mess. I do like the super fast load times. And those two games, Demon Souls looks great, and apparently Astro's Playpen, Play something looks awesome. But yeah, it's gonna have to wait. A lot of games I want are coming to PS4 and PC. Yeah, that's the thing for me right now is like, do I want to get stuff on PC or do I want to like wait and just get it on? I mean, like I got Valhalla on Xbox just because I know it's going to have a free upgrade whenever I get one. And actually, I got Yakuza for the same reason. So I'm slowly working my way through Yakuza. Yeah, it's weird. How far have I gotten? I just started chapter 3? Question mark. It's either 3 or 4. I just got to the brothel. I just opened up the ladies that just gave me a place to stay in the brothel. I think that's the end of chapter 3 or the end of chapter 2. So now I have the 2 guys, and I can't remember what we're supposed to do next. I'm just trying to get to that point where I have like a full party just roaming around doing stuff. And I want to get, like, I don't even have like half the stuff on the phone open up yet. Excuse me. Like I want to get to the summoning stuff, actually got too many people. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an RPG, right? I mean, you start off with like a couple people and you're like, hey, this group's good. And then by the end, you're like, I got 40 people. What the hell? I mean, look at like Suikoden and stuff, like where you had like 400 people in your party. That's an exaggeration, I guess. It's 100 and some. But I mean, that's Japanese RPGs, right? I actually sold a friend of mine on that game simply because he's a huge Dragon Quest person. And he's like, I don't know about those Yakuza games. They seem weird. And I'm like, dude, this one is, the guy's a huge Dragon Quest, like literally fanboy. And he's like, all right, I'll try it. And he's like further than me. He got it like 4 days after I did. And he's like already further than me back then. Good, because that's the absolute worst thing is when you have like a party of 200 and you're like, okay, I'm only going to play with these people because there's no way I'm going to try and level up every single person. Yeah, I think I started in 3. That was the PS3 one, right? Whichever one was the first one to come to PS3. I guess that's 4. I even have that the hell was the name of that PS3 one? Dead Souls, that's right. I even got this one that like nobody else has. Like nobody has that game. And that game was fucking wacky and fun and dumb and everything else that Yakuza games are. And then I randomly was looking through and I was like, you know what? I need to do 1 and 2. And I randomly went to Amazon one day and they had just started the reprints of the PS2 versions. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? So I picked up those. And then they like immediately sold out. I think they started reprinting them again. But yeah, like I think the only one I don't have a physical copy of right now is 3 because I didn't buy that like PS4 box set. But yeah, like, Yakuza games are so good. Like they're just I don't even know. Like they're like life simulators in a weird, dumb way. It's like being able to play like a Japanese soap opera. Like it's so over the top. Yeah, there's so much stuff. Like you find a kid and it becomes yours, and then you're running a bar, and it's just yeah. It's like an anime. It's like an anime Japanese soap opera. Right. Yeah, anime, but everyone plays it straight. Yeah. Like no one lets in that they're in on the joke. For sure, in a good way. Yeah. All right. So I figured out the button. Now I need to figure out. First thing I need to do is figure out how I get this to stop doing what it's doing. I don't want it. I don't want you to do. I don't want you to do that no more. There we go. Okay. Hi man. Thanks for hanging out, chatting for a little while. I'm looking at my dumbass replay like 10 times. Hope your mouth business gets better. I don't know. Like your teethers. Hopefully they get better. And hope the family's doing good. I need to go in here. Go to hotkeys, I think. So if I hit that button again, is that just going to be me going, if I hit that button again, and then if I hit this button, is it going to play it? The answer is no. Nope. Nope. That's the old one. So I have not figured that part of it out. Yeah, I'm not really working on the overlay. Like I've got the overlay down. I'm just trying to set up a replay camera or a replay scene. I had a setup for a while with my overlays, and then I run a Twitter account for tangentially a website, and noticed that one of the people that's also kind of part of that website had the same overlay scheme that I did, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't want to do that." So I went and found another one this week and set that all back up. So I mean, I have 40 people that follow me, and at any point in time have 3 people that talk to me. So no, I don't. That's not what I want. So yeah, but I like the way this one looks. Like I changed the scene, the stinger video, whatever you want to call it. Like I like that. That looks really good. But it's got really just like this setup has absolutely terrible music for like stinger changes and like alerts and stuff. So I had to go in and change, like I left all my alerts the same as the other one because I really like those. And I tried to change the stinger like sound as it comes in and goes out. But when I changed it, I must not have edited the WebM file right, because instead of it like having one scene going, the blocks come in, and then when they move out, this other scene like is revealed. It just goes black, and then it's black again, and then it goes to the next scene. And I was like, oh man, I screwed that up, and I haven't had a chance to go back and fix it because I can't change the sound. So like if I could change the sound on this stinger, that would be great. But for whatever reason, OBS does not let you do that, and it's really dumb. But I really like the change I made. It just sucks that it doesn't do exactly what I want it to do. So long story short, yes, I'm working on this, but no, I'm not working on my overlay itself. It doesn't let you. What doesn't it let you do? OBS doesn't let you change sounds for Stinger, like scene changes. So like, here, I can do this. So if I go in and change this Stinger file back to the other one, so this is the one that I want. That's what I want, that sound, but as you can see, when it starts the Stinger, the background disappears. Oops, that's right, it doesn't have one for that. And then when it reveals the new scene, it doesn't show. It's like a transparency thing, and I fucked that up. I don't know if I can even fix that, honestly. So then I had to go back with the other one. And this is, let me play the one that comes with it, because it's just terrible. Like, it just sounds like, yeah, we made this track and I cut this little snippet out of it and put it in there, and it has no, it's terrible. Like, it's just so bad. Like, I played them and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it is. And like all the alerts are the same way. They're all just sound like we had this like 6-minute song that we chopped up and put in like all these alerts. And like there's no good lead in, there's no good lead out, there's no fade or anything. It's like just the most abrupt thing. So, oh well, I'll figure it out. I'll fix it or something. I don't know. I don't have Photoshop on my actual computer. I have it on my work laptop, and I didn't feel like bringing that home again. That's even if I can fix it. If I can't, then I'll leave it with what I had, which is the transition without anything in it, because that works fine for me. Like that works for me. Like no sound for now, anyways. I mean, I can do it in Photoshop, but just not. Yeah, I mean, the one I was using is from Nerd or Dive, and the one I'm using now is somebody else. I can't remember. It was the only one that felt like it fit the aesthetic that I was going for, which is like all this neon and 80s synthwave stuff. Like that's the whole vibe I'm going for. Like this stuff is from the old one, except for the font. I changed the font for the new one, but everything else is the same. But like I like that background, like that moving blocks background is cool. I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of that place was I bought it from. I probably paid too much for it, but well, whatevs. I need to change that Nightbot thing because I'm not really raising money anymore. Yeah, like I know how to change the stingers. Like that's not a problem. But like why they don't offer you here's your sound. If you want to do something else and mute the actual sound of the video clip, go ahead. And I went to the forums and like everybody's talking, just saying the exact same thing. Like OBS is years old. Why do we not have this yet? So I'll wait. Like I said, this does what I want it to do anyway, so it will work for now. What will not work for now is this replay. Using this hotkey key, you can save replays normally. I don't think I have the right thing set up for this, is the problem. Wait, is that... That's not what I want, is it? Is that what I want? Do you have a replay camera on, or a replay scene on yours? No, that is definitely not. Oh wait, I don't have it set up in that scene, that's why. Go back to this one. There it is. Go away. I don't think I'm looking at the right... Oh God. I'm like, I need the pathway, I don't need the file. It says, add a new media source to the current scene. We'll call it instant replay for this guide. Then select the replay buffer file. But the replay buffer file is going to change every time because I'm doing it at different times. So like, huh? Checked out the box to close the media source when it's not active. No, that's not what I want. Oh, okay. I think I figured it out. Somebody else corrected the one I was reading. Oh, I forgot. You can see that too. Settings advanced. Okay. Advanced. Now what am I looking for? Under recording. Yeah. It was set. See that it does a file name format. Date and time. Yep. Remove all of that. Oh, okay. So remove the file name formatting? Alright, you're the boss. And have it simply save the file with the replay buffer file name prefix set to ready. Yep. This way, every time it saves replay buffer, that's what I want. Okay, so now let's do in here and hit this button. Okay, there's my 10 seconds. Go back over here, properties, browse. It's still gonna save the date though. What if it can't do it while I'm recording? Maybe can't change it. Because that's not, it's still doing the timestamp, and that's not what I want. I don't want a timestamp. Maybe I just can't do it while I'm recording. Or all OBS is open. Oh, all right, stop. Maybe I need to stop it and then restart it. Now let's see what happened. Nope. Oh, wait. Okay. All right, so this is probably going to show my dumb face again. Oh, it didn't. Hey, there we go. Okay. It didn't seem like it was 10 seconds, though. All right. I think that's what I want, though. All right, let's do it again. It's me waving. Save replay. Get the replay. Hey, look at that. All right, so now I need to figure out a hotkey for saving the replay. Okay. Getting there. We're getting there. Gotta be one for save replay. Save replay. Look at that right there. I wonder if there's a... Alright, so I need to do a macro for this, but I don't want to do... Can I do that in here? We'll do a multi-action. And I need to do hotkey. Can I program the Streamlink to do a hotkey? DALL-E. Has to be a way somehow. What did I have that on? Oh, yeah, right. I don't even think that works. Can't do it in my Wavelink. Now I'm going to do it there. Oh, hotkey. Haha. Okay, so hotkey. Okay. Hold on, dog. Hold on. All right, so I need to set this up. As something I'll never hit. Control Shift R maybe? And then we'll do this. Okay. And then we'll go up here and do source, right? Yep. And we'll go to in-game Instant replay. Okay. Let's see if this worked. Apply. Okay. Here I'm waving. Minimize. Hit that button. It's not playing it though. Nope. No. Okay. So it did sort of do what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Not necessarily in that order though. And I wanted to do it by itself. So maybe I need to do a pause in there. Pause for, let's say, 100 milliseconds. Just to give it time enough to throw that in there. And then we'll go over here. And we'll say, waving again. This is all new. Nope, I don't. Okay, that is the new replay. Why is it not playing though? There's nothing different here. It's just a source. I'm in game. That is my instant replay. Maybe it needs to be a longer delay. Let's leave it at 1,000 then. Because it's got to have time to put it in memory that it can pull out, right? And then play it. This is definitely not doing what I want it to do. Maybe I just can't do it as a 1-button thing. Maybe it has to be a 2-button thing. Let's try that then. Let's go in here and actually, let's just delete this. And go down here. Where's my computer? There it is. Go to that. Okay. So that should throw it in memory. Now we'll give it a thumbs up. We'll hit the button. We'll go over here and do the replay. Hey, look at that. It worked. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. I don't know why it's got that weird, like, jump. Okay, hit the button. We'll give it a second, and we'll say, yes, this is me recording it. It's going into memory now, and then I should be able to hit the button. I don't need this toggle on, toggle off bullshit. I think that's part of the problem. Yeah, it's that weird jump. Like, I don't know why it's got that. Like, it plays the first time, it does that. Play the second time, it doesn't do it. Maybe it's just not giving it enough time. I don't know if that's it or not. to hear. How loud is it when it comes through? Listen to the stream. I don't know why it's got that weird, like, oh, can you not hear that replay playing? Okay. You should be able to. But I was just listening to the stream and couldn't hear it, so maybe it's one of those dumb things that just doesn't play even though it should. Like, I see the level going up. So if I'm over here doing stuff and I'm shaking my head back and forth to know which one is me, hit that button. I wonder if I has to wait 10 seconds to do it. That would be weird. All right, I'm going to move myself over here. Hit this button. I'm shaking my head back and forth to know which one is me. Yeah, it's weird. It's got that jump in there. That was in no way 10 seconds either. I'm over here doing stuff and I'm shaking my head back and forth to know which one is me. Okay, I guess it is 10 seconds. Did not seem like 10 seconds, but hey, whatever. I feel like I should be able to put this into a multi-action thing and make it work. I don't know why. I should not have that confidence. Nothing, stop. Nothing has proven to me that I'm right yet. Let's put a delay in there. We'll do 2500 milliseconds. And then we'll do source, clean, we'll do in-game, instant replay. Thank you very much. Go up here. But what I don't want to have to all right, so all right, maybe what I need to do is, because that turns the scene off. So I'm gonna look like an idiot here for a second, but I gotta know how long is 10 seconds. Million seconds? I thought it was milliseconds, but okay. No, that's not what I want. That is not what I want. No, not how long is. See, I already said I was going to look stupid. Is that what I want to do, though? I don't know if I want to wait, because then I'm waiting 10 seconds again. Let's just do 5,000. We'll wait 5 seconds between. See if that does anything. I'm over here. 5 seconds. A weird jump. See if that does anything. But only the first time, right? It needs to turn off, is the thing. So I need to have an activate and a deactivate. So we activate the scene and our source, and then, oops, then another 10,000 milliseconds later, we deactivate the scene, not that scene. Right? Because it should be deactivated now. So if I hit it, that should buffer it, show it, right? Because it should be deactivated now. And then, so if I hit it, back off. Okay. And then I can just show the replay again if I want to. It's just, I don't like that deactivated first one is so jumpy. So if I hit it, like it just looks wrong. I don't know why it's got that weird jump to it. What if I'm just not waiting long enough? It's not doing what it should be doing anyways. Well, that's bad. That deactivated. First one is so see, that jumpy. Oh, look at this. There we go. It just looks wrong. It's like an inception of instant replays. I don't know why. So let's turn that off. It's had plenty of time for it to buffer itself out. Hit the button. Play. Turn that off. It's still got that weird cut to it. It's had plenty of time for it to buffer itself out. Because there's really nothing else I can do about it, though. Who is texting me? Yes, Matt. Mouth business. That's what I said. Steven, not Matt. Sorry. Looking at one person talking to another. I'm guessing that's the best I can do, though. Maybe it doesn't need that timer. Maybe I can get rid of that. That feels weird. I'll move that down to the end because that won't make a difference. I'll move that down to the end because it's just a weird jump. Wait, that didn't seem right at all. I don't know. I guess it does work. So we get rid of this. Go back up here. Change this to this. Get rid of this and this. And now we just have my instant replay. My horn still work? Yep. How about the rest of these still work? Yep. Hope you didn't have your headphones up.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, I got real deep into making some dumb stuff for this stream that I rarely ever use. I feel like that one needs to be moved. Let's see. Station ID. Okay, lock you back down. Lock you down for now. No, let's not lock that down. I will mute it though. I need to figure out what to do with this now that I've made it. All right, let's do this. Let's copy this. We'll go to this one. And then we'll paste it in here. And then we can make it the same size as this window. Whoops. That's good enough. And just change this a little. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Good enough. It's bigger than. Sure, fine, whatever. It could be a dumb reaction camera. Then I can make it a thing. All right, so let's think about this. Then I could make it go the scene I'm in to this scene, play the file, then switch back. That could be hard. That could be complicated. Let's just see what it does. So we'll go to scene. We'll change it to what are they doing? Oh, flipped. Right? Yeah. And then we'll wait. No, that'll work. And then go back to scene here. And go back to in-game. All right, let's see if this works. So we'll go back to this scene. Dumb shit happens. Reaction GIF or reaction GIF. Reaction cam. So nope. Did I break it? Nope. Huh. What I do wrong? What I do wrong? Oh. Okay, I know what I did wrong. So this source then needs to be flipped. And then go back. All right, let's try this again. Yep. There we go. And then at the end of it, goes out and goes back to me. That works. So I can make a whole, I can set up a whole dumbass scene that's just, just reactionary. That way I don't have to have this. All right, let's copy. Oh, I can't copy it. No, no, I don't want it to do that every... Wait. Did I do what I think it did? Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. That's bad. I do not want that. So, why can't I thought you could copy a whole scene. You cannot copy scenes? That's dumb. Time is it? I fall into a fucking times warp when I played this around with this shit. Oh, it's only 10:15. Okay. Okay. So brain just fell out of my ear. What am I doing again? Replay camera. Alright, so let's set up a whole new thing and call it replay. Actually, I don't need it as a main thing. So, oops. Replay scene. Yep. Just throw me over there. Sure. Oh, you know what I can do though is go back in to this. Copy all that. Go back into this. Paste all that. Why is that so big? Hey, look, there I am. That's way off the border there. Kenny, you fancy yourself a wrestling person, is that correct? Yes, so I need to... Yeah, if you haven't watched in years. I don't know if you saw my thing earlier. Actually, I don't even think I posted on the regular Twitter. This steel chair right here has a signature on it where I've been cleaning around my house. And I found this in my closet. Not that I've forgotten I had it, but I really need to do something with it. It is a steel chair signed by Mick Foley that my father got me for Christmas, I believe, 20 years ago when he came through on like a book signing thing or just a wrestling promotion thing. And my dad, I had just finished reading Mick Foley's book, the first one, and my dad knew that I really enjoyed it and knew he was coming to town. And my dad worked for the fire department. He had an inn to get to the Coliseum or the raceway or wherever he was. So he's like, I'm gonna go, like in his head, he's like, I'm gonna go get this book signed for my kid. Completely forgot the book and grabbed the first thing he could find around him to get Mick Foley to sign, and it was a steel chair. So that, I don't know if that's signature, you can see that a little bit. It's right there on the flat part of the seat. And then this little white part right there is the authenticity seal or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna hang it right there. I just need to figure out how to hang a steel chair on the wall. Yeah, he said that when he was in line with the chair, he kind of had the chair under his arm or whatever. And of course, everybody's there for book signing. And it, everybody's just got their little Mick Foley books. And my dad's like got a steel chair under his arm, and he said that when he was getting closer, he was like 5 or 6 people away. He said like Mick Foley was kind of leaning around and saw my dad with the steel chair, and like he kept looking at him funny. And my dad got up there and he was like, I was, told the whole story. I was going to bring the book, forgot the book, whatever. And Mick Foley just like gave him like the biggest, dopiest grin and like immediately signed it and told him that, he was so happy that my dad had brought him a steel chair to sign. It's like the only wrestling promotion, whatever you want to call it, memorabilia that I have. Yeah, but like at the time, like that was at the end of the Attitude Era, and he was basically he's never really out, but he was out at that point, and so it was probably like amazing for him to see somebody come up with something other than a sock or a book. Just some dude dressed. I mean, he was probably in his because he was the assistant fire marshal at the time, so he's probably in like dress blues, just rolling up with a steel chair. Like, here, can you sign this for me? So yeah, I need to get that hung on the wall, and then this certificate of authenticity. There we go. And it's from 2000. I was like, holy shit, that was 20 years ago. So yeah, there's the authenticity seal right there. So I'm gonna get that framed. I'm gonna hang that where it is, and then probably hang the authenticity seal like right beside it on the wall. It's a really dumb thing that's like fucking awesome, really. Like my kids are like, Dad, why do you have a steel chair? Or actually, they didn't even say it was a steel chair because that's a wrestling thing, calling it a steel chair. They were like, why do you have a folding chair? I was like, interesting story, let me tell you. And I had to tell them all about Mick Foley anyways, because my kids watch what is it, the Big Show that was on Netflix. And him, the Big Show, Mick Foley, Rikishi, and Mark Henry were on an episode, and they noticed that Mick Foley, because it was when he had his head shaved, I guess he still has it shaved, but they noticed his ear was missing, and they're like, why does his ear look like that? And I was like, well, he got it torn off in a wrestling match. And he ripped it off himself at the end of that, if I remember correctly. Or maybe he picked it up after the fight. I can't remember. So, yeah. They were like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, yeah, it's messed up. So, yeah, I've been doing cleaning around my house, and I was like, I'm going to finally put this thing on a wall. 20 years after I got it, and 10 years after I've been in this house. I tried to move my camera around to try and get a better picture of everything that's behind me. It's like I feel like it blocked too much stuff off. Like you can't even see my Pip-Boy back there. This thing here has all my old games in it. I can't display that in any way, I guess. But like this is my random office, but I can't. I want to display things more than what they are. Yes, I do. It's a weird story for that too. A friend of mine, almost as many years ago, 15 years ago, probably more, was helping someone move and needed an extra pair of hands. And he's like, well, just, we'll hang out afterwards, but just come in and help this dude move. Like, whatever. Like, I didn't care. And it was out of not a shipping, a storage unit somewhere. And we were just finishing up. There was nothing big, really. It was like a couple things that needed a couple people, like a bed or something like that. And we got down to the back of it, and there's this Virtual Boy in a bag, and I was like, you have a Virtual Boy? And they're like, yeah, I don't ever play with it because it's in a storage unit, and I don't want it anymore. I was just going to throw it away. And I was like, oh, please don't do that. Can I have it? The guy was like, sure, I guess. He's like, I don't even know if it works. And I was like, honestly, I don't really even care if it works. So I brought it home, hooked it up. And this was the only game that was in it. That was the only game that they had. I put batteries in it, turned it on, and it worked semi-great. One of the lenses is out, or projectors, or whatever, however it gets the information to the lens. Yeah, playing it with two eyes is fine for an hour. Playing it with only one, I don't recommend it. So I played for like 2 minutes, and I was like, yep, did that, and done. And I looked up like all these, not that I was going to like do much with it other than just set it on a shelf. But I looked up like ways to fix it, and they're like, oh, take it apart, pull the circuit board out, turn your oven on 150 and stick the circuit board in there for like an hour. And I was like, what? Because apparently, I guess it's hot enough for the solder to melt again, but not hot enough to melt the board itself. And I was like, I'm okay. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So yeah, that thing is a beast, though. That is all my weird memorabilia over there. And the hat, as I bend my arm weirdly, the hat that's on top of it is a Rockstar hat. Mine worked at GameStop, and that was a promotion for, I want to say 3? Grand Theft Auto 3? I just had 3, like, you know what the number is. And I wore that hat, and that hat was black when I got it, and it is, like, somewhere just this side of navy blue, because I wore that thing until I just couldn't anymore. And then you'll see that, of course, is a Power Glove. My zapper's beside it. That's my Lego Nintendo and TV. And then I have my original Nintendo, my Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo with their mini versions. That's my Revengeance sword and my Metal Gear 5 fist. I was just thinking about the Super Scope the other day. A friend of mine had a Super Scope. I guess I would have played it at some point, but I really don't remember that thing at all. I mean, I remember the physical thing, but I don't remember playing it at all. That's kind of it. I mean, down on the bottom shelf down there is probably my only true original, because everything else I had to rebuy. But that is my actual true original Game Boy that I bought when I was a kid. That was my first console I bought by myself. Console, you know what I mean. Video games for it. Yeah, the only one I want to say it was like not a volleyball one, but something. I remember the robot one. Battle something. Anyway, yeah, I never played. I'm sure I played it at some point because a friend had it, but I couldn't tell you anything about any of it. That's pretty much it for my collection. And the funny thing is that, like, I'd say a good 90%, at least, of all the PS2 games, all those boxed Genesis games, all those boxed Nintendo games, most of the, well, I think I got all those SNES boxes from a friend, except for Super Metroid, that's mine, and Killer Instinct is mine. All those I got from, like, Goodwill. Battle Clash, that was it. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, all those I got from Goodwill. Back in the day, like, Goodwill would just get in. It was like in between PS3, PS4. It was right before PS4, I think. They just sold a shit ton of those. And I would go in, like, every now and then on break from work and buy like 5 or 6 of them. And they were cheap as shit. I remember I got Secret of Mana, Link to the Past, and not that those are PS2 games, but and something else. It was like 3 semi high profile games for like a song. I got them for like $10 and just walked out of there like I had just robbed a bank. Like, just looking over my shoulder like somebody's gonna stop me. I just got these games for nothing. I can't remember what the third one was. But like almost every single one of those. The PS3 games are all mine. Like, original. But all those old games, all those quote unquote retro games. But yeah, like, they didn't. But they had the full capacity to care, which is funny. Like, it's Goodwill. They look up prices for everything else. Why would they not look up prices for that? I don't know. Better for me. I've gone in a couple times since then, and like, they don't have shit anymore because everybody picks them over, but it's just the one right down the street. It's not far. Like, you know, it's, I thought it was a pretty, not a popular place, but it, you know, it has lots of traffic. Anyway, because you live around me, right? Are you still in the Richmond area? They don't sell them at the price. Yeah, I know, but when you're buying games that are worth $50, $60 a pop, yeah. So you're probably not far from me. For like $3 a pop, like, it's weird. I used to go to Eyeballs Antiques, if that tells you anywhere where the Goodwill is that I'm talking about. I used to talk to the guy who owned that a lot, and he had a bunch of retro games too. Now, I haven't been out to his new place in forever just because it's not as good, I guess. Yeah, GameStop. I went through and I guess I got a bunch of those from GameStop too. When they were throwing out all their old stuff. Quite literally throwing out all their old stuff. Like, I used to be the friends with the manager of the ones right down the street from me. And I go in and just be like, dude, like, what do you got? Just open up a box. It's like, here, all these PS2 games are selling for like nothing. All right, hand them over. That's one of the only reasons why I want to get a Series X, is because I have so many disc-based games right now. And I guess a PS5 would have to have a disc-based too, because I can't. It's not like they do checks or anything. It's not like I can put the disc in something else and they'll be like, okay, you own this. Now we'll give you the digital version, because the future doesn't work that way. I would love for it to. I'd love to get the digital versions of both. But I can't. I need that money. They do what? Oh, you mean they... But only if you buy the digital version do they let you step up, right? Right. If you're trading up a digital... If you own the digital version. If you have a disc? How does that work? Does it check your account or something? I had not heard that. But you have the system, I don't, so you would know better than I do. I like that you put allow in quotes. It feels real sinister. Don't play what's on the disc version. Right, but if I own a PS4 game on disc, I can't play that PS4 game on a digital version of like the discless version of PS5. I wouldn't be able to play it. Correct? Yeah, I mean, if I'm wrong, that's great. Yeah, I know. You don't own anything digitally anymore. That's why I buy a lot of stuff on discs. They don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's like I've told myself a long time ago, unless it's a what do they call them? You know, like Destiny and like the bigger games that require the ongoing games. Unless it's one of those, I usually buy it on disc because in my head, I'm like, oh, they can't take it away. Games for service, thank you. In my head, I'm like, okay, I can buy Valhalla and I can buy like Miles Morales or whatever. And like, I'll always have that disc where I can put it in and they go, yep, you own that. Here you go. We'll give it to you. Or, you know, we'll let you play it. But if like the digital version, like suddenly, like, in, you know, like the old NFL games are like, nah, we're just going to turn the servers off. You can't play them anymore. Fuck. Like, no, I don't. Like, games as a service, obviously, it requires the service to play. So that's why I don't care. I'll just buy this digitally. But like, ones that don't require it, I usually buy on a disc. Because I'm old. And scared of the government. I mean, I'll probably, if everything just starts going that way anyways, I'll probably go more digital. But yeah, nobody owns their stuff, man. I'm drinking beer. I'm only renting it. Hey, I'm still holding on to a PS4 with PT on it, so, you know, you're preaching the choir on that one. My wife's like, oh, you're going to get rid of your PS4 when you get a PS5? Baby. Yeah, that is the main reason why I run Plex server, because that's my stuff. And I don't buy anything. I don't buy digital movies. Like if I get free copies of whatever, sure, but nope. That is all saved on a server for me. That, and because I like to run a Plex server and give everybody I know passwords to it, and watch whatever the hell, 500 plus movies that are on there. It's kind of disgusting. Actually, I haven't looked at that in a while. I wonder what those numbers are up to now. Let's see. Mm-hmm. 493 movies. 29 different adult TV shows. 17 kid shows. 336 albums. Yeah. Yep. Have a whole computer dedicated just to it. I heard about Plex, like Napster or something. It's no fault of your own, but like that's like what everybody thinks is like, oh, that's just pirated movies, but it's not. Like, I mean, it has you can put this on there. You can put the pirated movies on there, but like the movies that I put on there are all ripped from DVDs, and you just rip them and throw them into a hard drive. As long as that hard drive sits on your network, you point the Plex server at it and say, here's where my movies are, serve these up when I ask for them. And as long as that computer is on, it will do that. So, like I've watched stuff in different states. My sister has my Plex password. I have several friends that have my Plex password. Like all they can do is just get in and watch those movies, watch those TV shows. And as long as you have a decent processor and a decent graphics card, it does just fine with it. Yeah, it's like your own personal movies anywhere. So yeah, like we watch movies like that all the time now. Like that, my kids know what Plex is now. They're like, Dad, I want to watch Gravity Falls on Plex. I'm like, okay, have at it. But yes, like it's so funny every time I look online, because I've been contemplating getting the Lifetime Pass, because the Lifetime Pass, A, it's lifetime, and B, you can set up profiles for people. So I could say, all right, this is my profile. I sign in under this name. It serves me up this stuff. My kids have a different profile. They sign in. It only serves them this stuff. I give Kenny one. Kenny signs in. All that Kenny sees is this stuff, and it's kind of cool that way. It keeps things more delineated to like who you want them to get. But like, and it's so dumb. In my head, I'm like, it's $100. Like that's a lot of money. But it's like, it's $100 for life. Like you pay it once and you're done. And they've done sales on them every now and then. I think the current sale is $85 for a lifetime. I'm like, it's close. They also do like a DVR service, but people have said it's really kind of crappy. And they said they do live TV, which I don't know what that means. I don't know if they get networks or not. I haven't really checked into it enough. But I'll probably get it one day. It hasn't been cheap enough, and I haven't had the need for it enough to do it, just because the free version, I could still give everybody my password and they just see everything. So it doesn't really matter, as long as I'm not putting porn on there. But who downloads porn? There's a whole internet for that. That's a weird conversation to have with anybody anymore. Like people that I just don't. Anyways, I'm not having that conversation right now. Not that you were asking. How many people you got writing for you over there at your site? Or is it just a one-man operation now? I know that you write for a bunch of different places. $12. Holy shit. No one. Oh. So you just do stuff for other sites now? You don't even, does someone else run the site you were on? Or you set up or whatever? Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just looking at the backs of this Yakuza box. Like, remember when, I don't know if this, you can see this or not. Come into focus. Oh, focus. There we go. Remember when games only required 5 gigs of hard drive space? Oh boy. Well enough. Yeah, like I quite literally today just put all of my old podcasting equipment on sale. Because as you know, I ran a podcast with a couple friends for the better part of 10 years almost. My son's 11, so yeah, almost 10 years. And like my 2 best friends, the one that I was doing a weekly show with, or I guess every other week, he was like, I got other stuff. I can't really do this anymore. I was like, okay. And then like other friends are like, I can't really commit to that either. It's like, well, I guess I'm done then. So I shut down the website 3 years ago, like the legit.com that I had, and shut that down. And then today, as I was going through cleaning out stuff, I was like, all right, fine. Guess I'll just sell all this stuff off. Yeah, I have a contact list somewhere of games folks that when I had the regular website and was doing reviews of games, like I'm sure they have all left every single place. Actually, I wonder if I still have that. I'm sure they have all since left. Let's see if I can find it. I bet I still have it somewhere. I miss it. Like I do the reviews for video games. I mean, for movies every year. And it makes me want to write more. And then I realize I don't really want to write anymore. Yeah, here you go. I'm going to move this so that it's off the screen. Not that anybody fucking watches this, but you know what I mean. Nope. I'm only going to show names. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these and I'm like, I know where these people are and they are not there anymore. Oh boy. This is... Oh man. This is the original... This is the old PR contacts that I had. I don't want to make this any bigger because it's going to reveal addresses. But like, I know that like all these people, at least these top, like THQ doesn't. This is not the same THQ. None of these people work for this place anymore. Like that shows how old this list is. Doug Lombardi at Valve. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a real old list. Majesco. Does Majesco even exist anymore? Like Kelly, I used to be friends with Kelly on Facebook. She doesn't work for Sega anymore. I think that Disney doesn't. Pretty sure Disney doesn't do like games really in any capacity anymore. How do I have 2 THQ reps? I don't. I don't even know what BHPR is. Yeah, it's really funny. That just goes to show how long ago that was. I moved to Sony. That's cool. Yeah, that's a real old list. I have phone numbers on here. Oh man, simpler times. I came to the realization that I could never do this like I wanted to anymore when I was I still have like a membership to the was it Evolve PR, the terminals, and I've requested stuff through them, and they're like, hey, you don't really have a website anymore. We can't really send you stuff. I'm like, okay, fine. I've been getting stuff for you guys forever, but whatevs. More films, but I got moved around. Tech reviews, that's cool. Yeah, like I all the people that evolved like have been great to me over the years because I was never this big. You know, I was not a site that anybody really went to. Like, I just would request stuff that I thought was cool and I would want to cover, and they were always cool about giving stuff to me. And then once I once I shut down my website, then they were like, we could kind of cut this before because you had a real website and now you're just using a WordPress site. We can't really give that to you. Like, fine. I get it, but fine. I'm still friends with Tom on Facebook and Twitter and whatever, but like I can't truck with them anymore. I think the last time I tried was I can't remember what game it was now. I think the last one I actually got from them was Witcher 3. I think. And I asked them about trying to get Cyberpunk as a joke, and they're like, yeah, no. Like, whatever. You guys used to be cool. Now you're not cool anymore. I'm not cool anymore is the problem. It's weird that I gotta adjust that chat box. Chat actual, where are you? There you are. Whoa, buddy. That is not what I wanted to do. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I never ran it with. It's the same thing with this. Like this Twitch channel. Like I've told people before. They're like, "Why do you stream on Twitch? Are you trying to be famous?" I'm like, "No, I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm just trying to have fun." Like that's the same reason why I started and ran the website. The same reason I started and had a podcast for so long. It was a fun thing to do. It's like I always say, there's a story for a band called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. They were made up of, it's like a super group of punk bands, and literally the only reason why they started the website or started the band was because they used to tour together. They would go out and they'd drink and they'd have a good time. And then when their bands were not touring, they couldn't get together. They couldn't drink. They couldn't have fun. So they started their own band to then fill the gap between when their bands were touring, and then they could go tour and drink. And so like that's kind of the reason why I started a podcast, why I started a website, was because I just liked getting together with my friends and talking and having a beer or whatever and just chit-chatting and having a good time. So it was just an easy excuse to get together with everybody. And then we all grew up. And now no one gets together anymore. It's like a bummer. Like life is a bummer, I guess. Yeah, like I need a creative outlet. That's kind of why I started doing streaming. Um, Again, like it wasn't to become famous. I don't see myself as being the next Shroud or the next Ninja or whatever. Like I just I think the podcast, coming from the podcast to doing this, made it easier for me because I was used to talking anyways. So I don't have a whole lot of empty or like dead air because I can talk to myself. I can talk to non-existent people out there, um, and I can fill that space and have fun with myself and do whatever. And this was always just like I'm going to play games. I have this sort of mental monologue going on. Anyways, why not just play games and put that monologue out there and actually say things on the internet? Um, and like I said, I needed a creative outlet. Like I didn't playing games wasn't enough. Like I get lazy and just want to lay in bed and play Yakuza on my phone with my controller, and that's fine for certain days, which is why I only really stream 2 or maybe 3 days a week because I don't want to burn out on it. Like it's still just a fun thing to do. It's not a source of income, but I also don't want it to sound like garbage. So I got a good camera and I got a new, a good microphone. I got a PC that I can do it out of. I got monitors that look good so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm learning how to do new things like this dumb replay camera that I set up for no real reason. But I did it because I'm just stupid and my brain needs to do something all the time. Otherwise, I get bored. I wasn't in that frame, I was in this one. It is fun. Like it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to people who don't see it as a thing to do just for fun, and people who only see it as, oh, I've heard about those streamers and they're getting bank. It's like, but it's not what I'm doing it for. Like if I happen into that, great. Like I'll take the extra income, but I have 44 followers on here. I don't have any, like I have 20 some people on, YouTube that follow me. Like I'm not getting thousands and thousands of views. Like it's not something I'm probably ever going to do. I'm an adult with 2 children, a job, a wife. Like I don't have time for that. I got into a huge argument with someone on Twitter. It was when the DMCA stuff hit, and that one dude was talking all kinds of trash about like how Twitch streamers should be paying the people who make the money, make the games to stream the games. And I was like, but like that works great for people who are making, like Shroud or Ninja or whoever that are making millions of dollars because they have, I don't even know how many subscribers, but like I'm not doing that. Like I most of the time have been streaming for Extra Life, for a charity. Like I'm just out here trying to raise money. And the person was like, oh, well, you can't really say that. You're trying to be famous or whatever. I'm like, no, fucker. Like that's not what I'm here for. Like I'm not here to be famous. Like the most conversations I've had with anybody on this whole service was like 3 people, and that was when I was doing Extra Life. Like having you and Steven in tonight was like, that's the most people I've talked to in months. And just, it's a hobby. I'm just here to have fun. Like, God damn it, let me have my fun. Yeah, like it's so annoying. Like you just try and do one thing here or there, and they're like, oh, this is not going to be a good source of income for you. Like, no, I know. That's why I'm not doing. That's why I work a 9 to 5. Like, I'm not here to. Like, it's either this or, you know, like, I take up fishing or something. Like, I don't have a place to go to fish. If I did, I'd probably fish. Like, why can't people have digital hobbies? I don't understand. I can't draw for shit. Otherwise, I would do that. I can't make movies because I don't live in New York or friggin' Hollywood. But, you know, I could stream video games on the internet. Yes, exactly. Just realized my beer is completely empty. Over to water I go, I guess. I would love to be able to draw. I would love to be able to draw. I have so many ideas for the art, but I can't draw for shit. So I use these fingers and I play video games because that's what I'm good at. I have a brain for remembering dumb shit about video games. That's it. That's why I have 6 different Twitter accounts, because they all work for one purpose or another. It's a hobby. It's an obsessive hobby. Sure. It's an expensive hobby. Sure. Ask my wife. She'll tell you. But it's not a destructive hobby. It's, you know, it's like my parents always told me when I was younger. It's like, well, you could either spend $60 on a video game or you could buy drugs. I would much rather him buy a video game. If you're gonna have an expensive hobby, I'd rather have one that's not gonna kill you. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Also, the ones that bought me a Atari 2600 when I was a kid, so they got me into this hobby. Yeah, man, you know, drugs. The weed. All right, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm probably gonna bounce off of here anyways and go play Yakuza in my bed. But yeah, good chatting with you. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with Yakuza burgers. Bob's a dragon. I don't know. There's a pun in there somewhere, but I can't come up with it. Stop in anytime. Talk to you later. You too. I guess I should figure out this replay thing first before I leave. Nope, not there. Let's go back to this one. Okay. No, I don't know. I need to go to this. Oh, look, it did it anyways. Ha, that's funny. That's funny. Wait, what? Why would it do that? Oh, because it just played the last scene, right? It's not playing it, though. Things like this dumb replay camera that I set up for no real reason. I don't know who the 3 people are that are watching me, but hey, thanks. I'm just trying to figure out what dumb shit I want to put on my screen while I do this instant replay. Let's find some dumb nonsense on the internet and see what I can find. Not my Google Drive. Instant replay. Overlay? That can't be. It does come up. Oh, I could do some. Nah, we're not gonna do that. You didn't want to do that anyway, did you? I could green screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that would be good, right? Some dumb Chiron shit. Yeah, maybe I'll do that another day. Nope, down to one viewer now. That's me. I'm the viewer. You are the ones who are the ball lickers. Okay, well that's enough for me. Thanks to Kenny and Faceless for hanging out. And I'm gonna go watch more of Are You Being Served? Because I can't get enough of that show. This show right here. Anyway, thanks to everybody who stopped in. Catch you guys on Flip Flop.